Hey everybody, welcome back to Creative Corner. This week we're getting a little spooky because it's spooky season and it's Halloween in the fall. So this week we're going to make our own little Lumineers. So you would have got your glass jar, your fake candle, some tissue paper, and then a little black tree cutout. So what you will also need is just some school glue. And then you either want a Q-tip, a paintbrush, or something to get to get the glue out of your glue container and onto your jar. So to start, you're just gonna start putting some glue right on your jar. I'm using a paintbrush. You can use a Q-tip or a lot of different things you could use, really. So I'm just going to start mine just like section by section. So I'm just going to put on like this much glue. And I'm going to set my paintbrush there. And then I'm just going to take a piece of this. You can even rip your pieces up smaller. And I'm just going to lay it on top. And then I'll keep doing it. You can overlap your pieces. You can do it however you want. And if you notice that, like, see how right here I didn't have any glue? Just put some down. No biggie. Now you may get glue on your fingers, as I am. As we all know, I am a very messy crafter. Nope, I don't want that much overlap. Just stick it down. And see, the great thing is depending on how much glue you put, when you put your next layer on, it will also stick. There we go. So now I can see I need more glue down here because it's starting to dry, because your school glue that we're using will dry rather quickly. Now I need more glue. Right here. So there we go. We got it starting to go orange. And I'm going to do another little spot. So what's your guys' favorite thing about Halloween? My favorite thing about Halloween has got to be the dressing up. I love costumes. I love seeing people's creativity come out in their costumes. It's just all around fun. I won't lie, I used to love going out and getting candy and stuff. But now I just love seeing people's costumes. There we go, rip that piece. So you're just going to keep doing this until it goes down. Now, you might see that I'm doing it over some of my pieces. So if you notice any edges sticking up, like this one right here, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of sticking up there. I'm just going to take my brush or Q-tip and just press it down with some glue on it. There we go. So you're going to do this to completely cover the whole glass. You want everywhere to be covered. Because the more that you have covered, the more it'll keep your light like more even glowing coming through, rather than some spots just looking like it's a light rather than the orange. You want it to be showing that spooky orange. So I've got my top covered now. After I place this, I'll have one part done. So there we go. I'm just once again smoothing it down with a little bit of glue. And then I'll put more glue there. And place my piece. And the good thing is you can move it around some until it's starting to get too sticky. Once it starts to dry a little, it doesn't like to move very well. So you got some time, but not a whole lot of time to be able to play around and then place your tissue paper. There we go. Press it down. And then I've got one last little spot of bare glass here. So I'm going to cover it. We'll stick that there. And just pull it across like so. There we go. Okay. So there's that. And then if you want, sorry guys, my hair is tickling my nose. So then I'm going to take some glue and I'm just going to put little pieces around the rim like so. Just because I didn't start up high enough. So if you start closer to the rim, you might not have had to do this step. You may already be done and be ready to move on to this next step. So just bear with me here. Then my last piece, like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my paintbrush down. So there we go. It's completely covered in orange. You can still see my glue in spots, like right there. That's okay, it'll dry. So now you gotta decide which side you want your tree to go on. And for me, I want mine to go on the lightest side because I want the most light to come around the tree. So I'm going to do mine on this side. So all you're going to do is take your Q-tip or paintbrush, whatever you're using for your glue. Whoops. And just put some glue on the back of your tree. Like so. Make sure you get some on your branches so they lay down nicely. go. And then I will place my tree. And then I will use some more glue just to get him nice and stuck down. There we go. So there's this, and then your next step, glue in my hand, will be to take your paper piece out of your candle, this little thing, so you can turn it on. I can get my to switch on. So there's that. I'm going to pause this and go turn off the light, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got the light off. I don't know if it's going to be dark enough in here. Oh, it is. You can see it. So there is your own little luminary. You guys can keep this out for Halloween. It's super cute. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's craft, and I will see you all next week. Bye!